All right, so I built this jig. It's kind of just, I mean, just like the other one. It's kind of janky, but it's all right. We've got their hollowed out block right there. I've got this set up where, let's look at this, more steady. Just sits right there. So I've got pressure here, and then basically push it into the saw blade. It's not the best quality saw, and it's not always straight, but it works for building cars. So, you end up with a piece like this right here. And there's your car. Nice hollowed out, a little bit of sanding. So, next part of the process, once you start the weights, you can get some material. Depending on how thick you want your top, if you want to, you can use, and I've used both. We can use this right here, which is just basic 3/8, by 4x3, or you can also get 2-inch, stuff like that. Another thing I also use is this. It's just basically some plywood that you get in the specialty section at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's not very thick, and it makes a decent top. It does splinter as the plywood does, as opposed to that. So once you get your weights set up, then you just sit there, glue it all together. Then you can sand the rest of it down. So another thing is like taking it and cleaning it up. So we use these weights right here. So just to give you a demonstration of what it looked like. These are tire weights for balancing out aluminum tires. So got your area right here out in front of the tire there. You can sit there, kind of get it balanced out how you want to. Of course, you want your tires mounted up when you're balancing out, but we'll save that for last. But usually placing your weights right about there, maybe placing a few up front, but notice you've got enough area you can place a few stacks of weights before you end up starting to have issues with space. If you were to initially put your weights in here, it's a bunch of these old 1/4 ounce steel weights, and you still have room to where you can place up more and still not be bringing it up the closest to 5 ounces as possible. When I take these competition, the first time I took them to competition, I didn't get them all the way up to 5 ounces because the variation of scales between your scales and the person that's holding the race's scales. So I took these right here, had them in my pocket. That way, when the boys got their cars weighed, if they weren't quite there at 5 ounces, sit there and strap a couple of them on the bottom there. You know, not creating too much drag, but once you start putting a whole bunch and you put a bunch on the top and you kids got designs and stuff like that on top, it just is erasing, you know. All that work you put into it, it's getting covered up. You know, the paint job, the little design he done or whatever. So, and if you put it on the bottom, put too much on the bottom, I've seen it to where it goes down track, starts to get stuck or catch, slowing them down. Easy way, keep it inside. Cover it up, make it aerodynamic. That's part of the sleeper. So what we're gonna do here is I'll leave a little excess on each side, all the way around it. That way I can get a good square measurement up when I'm doing this. To the block, I should say. All right. Good heavy pencil line. Best, but may have some overhang, but we can sand that out. Make adjustments as we go. But